How's it going, everybody? Today we got somebody new on the channel, 414Anime, the nastiest fetishes in anime. Now, I'm a little scared, but considering his video is still up, I think I'll be okay. So,
anime is really freaking weird.
Yeah.
You've heard it before, right? The classic, when I'm watching anime alone, there's a really badass fight scene going on, but as soon as one of my family members walks in, it automatically becomes
it's the most fucking whack shit they've ever seen in their life. That I've ever seen in my life.
Let's say questionable. However, those questionable scenes are nothing. In fact, these fan service scenes are incredibly tame compared to some of the nasty stuff I have in store for you today.
I'm not
so these are just some, yes, some of the weirdest fetishes in all of anime, and I'll warn you, I will warn you that some of these get pretty hardcore.
I'm scared.
Like, bruh.
I'm gonna leave this in like.
You ready? Well, let's
go. Fucking destroyed. Oh no! No! No!
Okay, let's kick this off with one of the tamer ones on the list. This anime is.
This is the tamer one.
Around one thing, and that is tights.
Never mind. Never mind. Girl. I thought they started off with the dog one, and they said it was the tights. No, I was freaking out.
Fetish had to make the list somehow, and I honestly thought this was one of the more unique takes on this. So this is a 12-episode anime following 3 girls in school together. However, for around 90 to 95% of the time, the screen is filled with girls' legs and feet, beautifully animated in their tights.
I wonder what this guy's kink is.
Tights. Like, the first episode focuses on the girls' tights being wet from the rain, which I think kind of perfectly sums up what you're in store for with this one. This anime is called Miru Tights, and if you're into anime girl legs and feet,
bro, I get it. You don't need to keep
amping up the crazy. We are moving on.
This is a crazy difference. I'm not gonna lie.
Anime that is full of dirty jokes and references. This one is called Shimoneta. So the premise of this anime is that Japan has become a nation cleansed of all things dirty. The population even has to wear these collars that monitor all lewd activities and make sure that they are kept to minimum. Absolute zero. However, a terrorist group has arisen to oppose these chastity laws, and it all gets pretty insane. Now, the fetish aspect we're highlighting in particular is centered around the character Anna, who has become completely
It's gonna get worse than this.
Obsessed with her mission to collect the love nectar of her crush, Okuma. Anna is desperate to win the love and affection of Okuma, and in one infamous attempt, Anna bakes him cookies that include—
No, not the cookies!
The very special and very nasty ingredient— of her own love nectar. To this day, this has to be one of the wildest moments in all anime, and the memes, oh man, the memes are freaking brilliant. For this next one, I had to dive back in time to 2005 to find one of the most obscure fetishes on this list, and it's pretty weird.
I haven't seen this.
So this comes from an anime called Gallery Fake, and it's about a guy called Fujita, who is the owner of an art gallery that deals with fake items and,
what could go wrong?
Black market. So in episode 6, he deals with a woman who is into antique clocks, and when I say that she's into antique clocks, I mean—
here we go.
She's into them maybe a little too much, you know? In one scene, she's seen in the bath, which is surrounded by loads of ticking clocks. It's really freaking weird, and she's even interrupted by her masochist manservant, who is more than happy to receive a beating from her for interrupting her special time with her clocks. They don't make anime like they used to, man.
They really don't.
This next anime—
okay, maybe they do. This is it doesn't get worse than this. No. It does not get worse than this. I don't care.
Be on the list. Those familiar with the channel maybe even saw this one coming. So we're walking that dodgy tightrope of the dog fetish.
No, bro. It can't get worse than that. It actually can't It can't get worse than this.
Our main protagonist is found by his crush Inukai and is taken back to her house. Wondering why this is going on, he soon finds out that somehow he has been turned into a dog, and events from here...
Bro, I'm not trying to get demonetized.
Inukai is one mega crazy chick, and her thing with dogs, yeah, not cool.
Crazy's an understatement.
This anime shows off all the things that you should not do with your dog. It includes licking the dog, summoning the dog by showing him your pantsu, and dressing up lewdly as a dog while playing together. There are scenes of questionable tail holding and so much more that only accelerates in the manga. And I know there are other anime with this similar dog-like premise in them that I could have used as an example.
Dude,
but honestly,
leave the dog
this genre
alone.
is one I really don't want to dive down the rabbit hole for, you know?
Oh no. Okay, and I get an ad.
No matter
You know what?
where you go
Normally I'd be
or
like,
what
fuck
you do,
you,
your
fuck
mouth
this
will
ad,
accompany
but
you
no,
on your
thank
journey.
you. We get 5 seconds of peacefulness.
Okay, I guess you knew Lolicon had a strong possibility of being on this list.
Yeah.
Well, you're right, but this next anime is a 2-for-1, where the other fetish
Oh, no.
is a pretty strange one. The main protagonist, Kiri Haimura, has an obsession with cutting people's hair. Yeah, this guy
What did you just say to me?
loves
I'm gonna
beautiful
need you
hair
to
and
run that by.
cutting hair a little too much. It of course seems fitting that he ends up meeting a girl with the longest hair in all of anime, whose hair can't be cut because of a family curse. However, it's her lucky day because she
Nah, bro.
meets
There's hair longer
the
than
hair
that.
fetish master who can cut her hair because of his special scissors. What they don't know
What?
is that by cutting her hair, it has set off some sort of death game where people are trying to kill this cursed girl with special items.
What?
Kiri's scissors, of course, just so happen to be one of those special items. This anime is called The Severing Crime Edge, and you know what? It's actually a pretty fun ride. Definitely check it out.
The dog one was still worse.
Okay, we're going old school again for this next one.
At least
and
it's an intimate
worth it.
object and not an animal.
Kinda. So this is Golden Boy from 1995.
Philly made a video on this and I still have yet to react to it.
It follows Kintaro, who is a specialist in part-time work. He basically takes up a job and then he masters it, and it's pretty much always for a really beautiful girl. In one episode, he works for Madam President, and this woman is hot. Like, I don't know about you, but anime girls from back then had this extra level of hot to them, right?
They did.
Or is that just me? Anyway, he is employed by her as a janitor, which leads us to the next fetish.
What?
The toilet fetish.
What does that even mean, bro?
So, Kintaro finds Madam President's toilet and he lets his urges get the better of him. He gets off rubbing his face on the seat and
Okay, wait. Is it a toilet fetish? Or is it because she uses said toilet?
he even drinks the bidet water.
We're cooked.
What's up? Yeah, and this is
We're cooked. Blow up the planet.
only to be caught in the act by Madam President, of course. It's kind of awkward. So yeah,
No, that's not kind of
worth
awkward.
it for the toilet fetish part, but totally worth it for the Madam President part.
What?
Noise. This next one is easily one of the grossest, most messed up fetishes on this
Oh, no.
list. Many people really can't stand this one. Others love it. Where do you stand? So this anime is about a new transfer student
Okay.
called Mikito Urabe. This girl is a little strange, a little weird. She definitely has that nut job vibe about her. But
Okay,
one
she's
day
a
she falls
transfer
asleep
student.
during class and she drools on the desk. The
Okay.
main character, Sabaki Akira, does what any gentleman would do in this situation. Yeah, he decides
Cleans
to
it.
taste
He did not clean it up.
Urabe's drool.
Why am I even acting like I
Basically,
didn't
he
see
was
this
like,
coming?
"Yum,
I saw
yum,"
this shit
and then
coming.
became a crack addict, but not for crack, but for Urabe's drool. He then, of course, falls in love with her and ends up becoming her boyfriend. And
The dog's
it's
still
all
worse.
Kind of fun and
I
games
don't
from
care.
there. The anime is called Mysterious.
I don't
Ghost.
want to... Somebody told me to watch this. Fuck them, whoever
Friend
said that.
X, and it's there to satisfy all your drool
I never
wanting
did,
needs.
but fuck
And,
whoever told me to watch
It's actually
this.
kind of a wholesome romance underneath all the saliva antics. Sticking with fluids, the first episode of this next one left me squinting at my
Cameraman,
screen,
stop.
desperately trying to get my brain to comprehend what I just saw. Now, confessing to your crush is not an easy thing to do, right? You know, it takes guts, bravery, and in this case,
there's no way it's as far above the dog one.
Now, Ueno is an amazing inventor and the head of her middle school science club. She creates
We're in middle school.
many amazing inventions, but
How
not
bad
the
can it get? It's
advancement
middle
of
school.
mankind. No, she creates these to tackle the one thing she has never been able to overcome. Tanaka, the boy she is in love with. In our first introduction to How Clumsy You Are, Miss Ueno, the first episode shows us Ueno creating a device that can turn the foulest of liquids into clean, drinkable water.
Oh no!
Maybe you can see where this is going, but yes, Ueno is trying to get Tanaka to drink her purified urine as a way of confessing her love.
Could be worse, but still pretty bad.
Crazy, insane, and I don't think any of us would have.
It could have been a lot
right?
worse.
Right. Also, if you want more grossing out on the pee subject, then definitely check out Tenchino Drop.
I'm not checking shit out, bro.
I've never gotten over that one.
And I get an ad. Not the turtle. Not the seal.
This next one has a big old etchy tag.
Most
slapped
sane
on it.
anime
Yeah,
fans.
Boy, and it deals with the next fetish I want to highlight, the slave fetish, or I guess the power play. So our boy Keiki dreams of what we all dream of in our teenage years. To have a girlfriend. He's in luck as one day he receives an anonymous love letter along
no, that's not. That is bad luck.
alongside
I don't know.
with a pair of white pantsu. A win. He obviously doesn't know who they're from, but there are
Like, okay, look, this shit's wild, right? But it's not, like, unbelievably wild, right?
a few candidates who
Like some
may
of that other
be
shit.
the potential Cinderella. One of those girls is Koga, a sadist who wants to dominate Keiki. She wishes that he will become
Like, this is the realest shit in anime
her
right here, bro.
slave and she his master. However, there is another girl called Tokihara. She's the complete opposite. A masochist who has a fetish for being
Like, that's in the real world somewhere.
dominated
You can
and
find
wants
that shit.
Keiki to make her his pet. Our boy's literally living the dream right here. Anyway, this anime is Hensuki. It's brilliant, and I had to choose this anime to demonstrate this fetish. It's honestly one.
There's
wild
more
ride.
than that.
Probably
There's more than them
actually
two
make
in
a
there.
Video on this one for science.
For science, of course.
Anime has the power to make anything sexual and to turn it into a fetish. I've seen this particular fetish pop up in a few anime, but again,
What?
I chose this anime in particular for the good old 2-for-1 that we get in this scene
What?
when it comes to
What is it?
nasty fetishes. The main fetish I'm talking
Actually, do I
about
wanna
here
know?
is the toothbrush fetish.
What?
Yes, the toothbrush fetish. Anime, it just does what it wants, doesn't it? Anyway, the anime I chose to highlight, this one was of course Monogatari. Other than being super confusing when it comes to the watch order of this series, Monogatari also has the power to confuse you
It doesn't matter if it's confusing or not. I'm never touching it in
in
my
the,
life.
you know, what the frig am I watching and why is this peak kind of way. And man, they went to town in this scene.
Bro.
Like the animation, the deep
Stop!
hinting at, well, you know, things. The way Karen wriggled and squirmed, Kyo's
Stop!
dialogue during the act of the toothbrushing. They didn't need to go that hard with this scene. But they sure did. Did I like
Get this
I
off
don't
my
know.
screen.
The 2-for-1 aspect, I hear you say, well, yeah, Karen's his sister, so
That's the least surprising thing.
yeah, that's
In
another
this whole
fetish that
video.
oddly comes up.
I
a lot
coulda
in
told you
anime.
that.
Incest. Yeah. Moving on.
Big surprise. Incest in anime.
But staying weird, we jump into the bizarre world
Now JoJo's on my screen. Big shocker.
of JoJo's. You see what I did there? JoJo's can get ridiculously insane, and honestly, there are a few fetishes that I could have highlighted here, but one of the ones that really did stick with me was from Diamond is Unbreakable. We're talking about Yoshikage Kira and his 7
You're telling me a guy that likes hands is worse than a girl that likes dogs.
hand fetish. Yeah. I mean, I don't really need to explain any more beyond that, but Kira is basically a serial killer who targets women with beautiful hands.
Oh.
Further tidbit of information is that he found out he had this fetish for hands when he was aroused by the Mona Lisa.
What?
Her hands, obviously. So yeah, he's pretty twisted. He basically murders a woman, then takes her severed hand and treats the hand as if it was his girlfriend. He treats these hands as if they were basically sentient.
So he's
he
a
talks
psycho.
to them, has lunch with them, and even offers them gifts. However, once the hand begins to decay, he simply disposes of it and goes on the hunt for a new one. It's super gross, super creepy, but what else do you expect from a JoJo's villain, right?
Yeah. That might be the least surprising one.
Okay, this one covers sadism and masochism.
Now, this anime is crazy. Yes, indeed. W Prison School. Anyways, the overall kink, right? What he's focusing on, it's not that wild.
We briefly talked
the
about
dog one's still the worst one. Of course, am I tripping? Am I the crazy
I've chosen to demonstrate this fetish. Man, it does it best. It does it best.
Okay, that seems pretty bad.
The anime is Prison School, where 5 lads get caught peeping on the girls and are sentenced to the school's prison, run by the student council, who hate men and are not afraid to deal out any punishment. What they don't know is that these boys actually love being tortured and punished by the girls, so for them, this hell is actually more like heaven. And I gotta say, the beauty of
80% of the punishments, I'm pretty sure they did not enjoy that shit.
School is that not only
I might be misremembering things, but I'm pretty sure they did not enjoy some of that shit.
For this fetish so well, but it also covers pretty much every other one we have mentioned in this video, and it's all done in a way that is truly so freaking hilarious to watch. In fact, I recently made a whole video about Prison School.
Get this thumbnail off my screen.
To find out more about this legendary yet...
Okay, whatever. Guess I'll like the video. Alright, that was 414Anime, the nastiest fetishes in anime. Let me know what you thought was the worst one. I still think the dog one's the worst shit in here. But let me know if I should react to more of his videos. And of course, thank you for stopping by. And I hope you have a good day.